Buongiorno, hello, welcome to Valentina's Corner. Today I'm going to talk about my tour, The Story of Color. I designed this tour a few years ago and I've been leading small groups in two museums of Florence, the Uffizi Gallery and the Pitti Gallery. This tour is definitely my favorite one because it combines all my studies and passions together. Have you ever wondered how painters made their colors in the Renaissance time? I have. Colors are intriguing on so many levels. They're powerful symbols that continuously change, and they are strange materials, very difficult for artists to handle. But most of all, colors are beautiful. In the Uffizi collection, there is a painting that strikes every visitor's attention because of its colors. The picture in the catalog that I have at home does no justice to its wonderful colors, so here it is, a digital photo. What I love about the artist is that he's not afraid to use as many colors as he wishes. Yellows, reds, blues, greens, changing color silks. But the result is harmonic. It's perfect. The Madonna del Popolo was painted by Federico Barocci between 1575 and 1579. Until the 18th century, this altarpiece was in the Church of Santa Maria della Pieve in Arezzo, but the Grand Duke of Tuscany wanted this masterpiece for his private collection, and he took it to Florence, where it was displayed in the Uffizi Gallery. It is always a sad thing when a work of art is taken away from its original location. Back then, rulers did it for their private enjoyment. Later, works of art were taken in museums to preserve them better and for the enjoyment of a larger public, the museum public. I was very happy when a year ago the Uffizi Gallery decided to display again the painting that had been in the deposits for years, at least as long as I can remember. Before, I had seen it only in pictures, so when I saw it for the first time, my emotion was great. It's a huge painting, 4 meters high, and it takes some time to notice everything that goes on in the picture where forms and colors flow. On the top, we see Jesus Christ sitting on a cloud, surrounded by 4 angels, 2 sitting at his right side on the same cloud, and 2 little angels flying and holding roses. A little lower on the right side, we see the Virgin on a cloud, supported by 3 sweet angels and the white dove of the Holy Ghost. On the lower half of the painting, we see a big crowd. On the foreground, there is a poor blind man playing the musical instrument called hurdy-gurdy. A poor woman with her baby receiving a coin from a rich child. Behind, we see a group of patricians. One is holding a book of prayers, the others are looking up. In the center, a poor shirtless man lying on the ground is also begging for money, asking for alms. On the left, there is a group of very finely dressed women. One holds a book of prayer, a child reaches to touch it. A mother with 2 kids is pointing to the heavens while her youngest boy is distracted by the music of the hurdy-gurdy. In the background, we see many other figures of men and women, some more elegantly dressed than others. It's possible to distinguish a knight of the Order of Malta in a yellow cloak, and 2 men taking food to a prison. Federico Barocci, the artist's name, might not ring a bell with everybody. Suffice to say, during his lifetime, he was considered the second Raphael because of his talent in painting and the fact that he was born in Urbino, like the Renaissance master. Despite his success, Barocci spent most of his life in his hometown. His lifestyle was as quiet as his spirits allowed. It was said that when Barocci was working in Rome for the Pope, some jealous artist poisoned him. It's impossible to know if this was true, but from that moment on, the artist suffered from weakness and insomnia. Barocci found comfort in faith. A deeply religious person, he embodied the ideals of the Catholic Counter-Reformation. The Church stressed the importance of devotional images and of the figure of the Virgin Mary. The Madonna del Popolo reflects all of this. The Virgin intercedes with her Son, Christ in heaven, on behalf of the people on earth. The lay confraternity of Santa Maria della Misericordia, a very important brotherhood of lay men and lay women in Arezzo, appointed Federico Barocci to paint this altarpiece for their chapel. The scene is set in the main square of Arezzo, and the people gather in adoration of the celestial vision, vividly represent the brothers and sisters of the confraternity in the act of almsgiving. Barocci possibly hints to the 7 acts of mercy as mentioned by a parable of Matthew: feed the hungry, give drink to the thirsty, clothe the naked, shelter the homeless, visit the imprisoned, visit the sick, and bury the dead. As we see men feeding the imprisoned and a naked man in the foreground may be asking to be clothed. I particularly like the way figures are taken from everyday life. The smiling children, the dog looking at us. Barocci left more than 100 sketches made in preparation for this painting. He even drew carefully the dove. He was among the first artists to make painted sketches, to study the relationship between colors. The use of the cartoon for color with pastel and color chalk was remarkable, as much as the way the artist was able to reproduce these pastel color effects on the final oil painting. I hope you liked this short story of color. If you did, please share it with your friends. Thank you for watching Valentina's Corner. Goodbye for now.